What's up guys, Fuentes here to get you at 100% for your fight. Yo, today is a run day. Okay, you gotta do it. Running has to be a second nature to you. Almost like walking, right? It has to be there for you to access anytime. Especially if you're an athlete, especially if you're in like the military or some type of, endurance kind of career, or you just want to stay a little bit leaner. Cardio is important. So running, definitely worth it, but we got to do it right. So I'm going to give you 3 tips that is going to make it a ton better, healthier, more consistent, and it's going to help you in the long run. So check it out. Tip 1, securing your shoe. I'm not talking about cutting the circulation. I'm talking about preventing things like heel slip. My personal recommendation would be the marathon knot. The marathon knot is a way that you can use in your running shoes to secure your heel better. It's actually a night-and-day difference. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Look it up, the marathon knot, okay? Tip number 2. Train your run by breathing through your nose, okay? Use your nose only. If you're not used to this, it's gonna suck, all right? When I first started doing this, my nose was burning. I mean, it was on fire. I thought there was something wrong. No, there is something wrong, but it's not a problem, okay? I wasn't used to it. It took me a few weeks to get used to it, to be able to run and go, okay? That takes a minute, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you, especially if you're in altitude like me. It's gonna hurt, it's gonna suck, it's gonna feel like you can't get enough air, but in the long term, you're gonna optimize the muscles that you use for breathing to optimize the oxygen intake, and you're gonna be able to get the CO2 properly out. That balance is gonna be able to sustain you longer and make you more optimized in your runs. That's worth it, but it's gonna take some time. So practice. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And if you really need to breathe through your mouth, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And if you can't sustain that, slow down. Slow down and train yourself to breathe through your nose. Tip 3, train your aerobic base. Okay, I'm not telling you not to run, but I'm telling you is to run slower. Why? Okay, your aerobic base. Your aerobic base is your foundation. It's the foundation of where you can consistently stay at one speed, be able to breathe through your nose in and out, and at the same time, you can continue that effort for miles. That is where you're supposed to be at for your aerobic base. Now guess what? You can actually sustain that and become faster. That is growth. That's aerobic base growth. So, methods like the MAF method, that's M-A-F, MAF method, train you at certain heart rates so that you stay at one heart rate and you go for endurance. And then all of a sudden you'll see that, oh shit, my running is getting faster, but I'm not increasing my heart rate, or I'm going at the same pace. That's crazy, okay? That's your aerobic base going up, raising, so that you can become a more optimized runner. So, work on your aerobic base, slow it down, and that way you don't get as sore, you don't get as hurt, and you can be more consistent in your running. So it doesn't feel like you go out for one time, do 5 miles, and then you're out for a whole week. No. Do 2 miles every day at a lower heart rate or a lower pace, and you're gonna get used to that running. So when you try to do a PR, when you try to do a max run, you're gonna notice that your body can manage its oxygen better. Your form doesn't break as fast. Your endurance is higher. All that from just training a little bit less so that you can do it a little bit more. And that's the top 3 tips they don't tell you about running. So, now's time to get out there and go do it. I'm gonna go get my shoes, I'm gonna do the marathon knot, I'm gonna do a pace run for about 4, maybe 5 miles at 150 BPM or slightly below, and I'm gonna only use my nose. Bam, just like that, I'm having a way happier time today. Alright guys, I'll see you out there. Kick ass. Check out the other videos for a more detailed breakdown of everything I've talked about, or some more tips and tricks so you can keep on fighting. Alright, peace.